Hey, Skol Vikings Nation, what's crackling in the purple and gold world today? If you're as pumped as I am about our squad gearing up for another epic season, buckle up because we've got a story that'll have you yelling Skol from the rooftops. Picture this, a beast of an offensive lineman, fresh off the draft, who's been dreaming of donning that Vikings helmet since his top 30 visit back in April. Yeah, that's right, Donovan Jackson, the 6'4", 324-pound powerhouse from Ohio State, couldn't wait to commit to us. He called his dad, Todd, right from the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport, buzzing with excitement and rattling off all the reasons why Minnesota felt like home. And get this, fellow fans, this wasn't just some casual chat. Jackson didn't make calls like that after visiting other teams. It was clear he was sold on the Vikings vibe, our coaching, our culture. But hey, the NFL draft isn't a simple handshake deal. We had to make the pick, and fate, or maybe a bit of manifestation, had to align for this dream to hit reality. Now, fast forward to earlier this week, and Jackson's grinding hard for his NFL debut on Monday Night Football, starting at left guard for our boys in purple. Emily Liker from the Minnesota Star-Tribune dropped a killer feature on his journey, and it's pure inspiration. From a young age, this guy's been laser-focused on greatness, traveling nationwide for camps with his parents right by his side. It all kicked off around 8th grade during a family vacation at Ohio State. Jackson hit his first collegiate camp, pancaking 9th graders and holding his ground against 11th graders in those brutal one-on-one drills. Afterward, he and his dad chatted with a strength coach about prepping for a D1 career, and the advice was straightforward: ditch the junk food. Jackson was chugging 2 to 3 Dr. Peppers a day back then, total soda fiend. But on the walk back to the car, he straight up declared he was done with it. "If this is in the way of my dream, I don't want it," he told his dad. That kind of discipline? It's what propelled him from Texas high school stardom to All-American status at Ohio State. Rising through the ranks, Jackson started as a small fish in the massive Buckeye pond but ended up checking off huge goals. He even won a national championship, playing out of position at left tackle no less. And boom, drafted 24th overall by us, the Vikings. Can you imagine the rush when he yelled, "I am a Viking"? It's the stuff of legends, fans. But let's build the suspense here. What made Jackson so determined to join our offensive line? It's that perfect fit for our hole at left guard, with his oozing potential and skill set ready to plug right in. His story screams resilience, from those early camps to battling through college challenges. And hey, Vikings faithful, have you ever cut something out cold turkey for your dreams like Jackson did with soda? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear your stories. This guy's mindset is exactly what we need to protect our QB and pave the way for those explosive runs. Diving deeper into his roots, Jackson's Texas high school days were in football heaven, where the competition is fierce and the Friday night lights burn bright. He dominated there, earning top recruits' attention and setting the stage for his Buckeye ascent. His parents' support, hauling him to camps across the country, shows the family grind behind the glory. By the time he hit Ohio State, he was ready to evolve, starting strong and capping it with that championship ring, out of position, remember? Proves his versatility. Now, as a Viking, he's stepping into our line with that same fire, prepping for week 1 like it's his Super Bowl. What do you think, Purple Army? Is Jackson the missing piece for our O-line dominance this season? Sound off below, and let's keep the hype rolling as we watch his debut unfold. Shifting gears but keeping the energy high, let's talk about how Jackson's story ties into our rich Vikings history. He's joining a legacy of beasts who've worn the purple, and speaking of which, Pro Football Focus just dropped something epic for their 20th season. They're rolling out all-time single-season squads for every team, based on highest-graded performances with at least 500 snaps. Players get 1 spot max, and mid-season adds count if they hit the snaps. It's a nod to our legends, and Minnesota's lineup is stacked, offense and defense alike. Curious yet? Hang tight as we break it down, because seeing names like Brett Favre and Adrian Peterson pop up will get your blood pumping. This is Vikings pride at its finest, fans. Kicking off the offense, quarterback goes to Brett Favre with a 91.5 grade from 2009, that magical year where he posted a career-low 1.8% turnover-worthy play rate. Man, what a gunslinger he was for us. Running back, Adrian Peterson, 92.4 in 2012, just 9 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record. AP was unstoppable, barreling through defenses like a purple freight train. Wide receivers. Justin Jefferson at 91.1 from 2023, higher than his OPOY year in 2022. Alongside Sidney Rice's 89.6 in 2009 and Adam Thielen's 89.4 in 2018. Our pass catchers have been elite, no doubt. Tight end honors to Jim Kleinsasser with 90.4 in 2008. A blocking machine who opened lanes like nobody's business. Then the O-line, Christian Darrisaw at left tackle, 90.4 in 2022. Steve Hutchinson, Hall of Famer, 90.8 at left guard in 2007. Center John Sullivan, 86.5 in 2013. Right guard Brandon Fusco, 84.1 that same year. And right tackle Brian O'Neill, 82.7 in 2022. This unit screams power and protection, perfect blueprint for Jackson to follow. Vikings fans, which of these offensive legends is your all-time fave? Comment below and let's debate it out. This PFF list has me nostalgic and fired up for our current squad. Now, flipping to defense, where our secondary shines bright. Edge rushers, Danielle Hunter, 89.0 in 2019, and Everson Griffin, 84.7 in 2017. Those guys terrorized QBs. Defensive interior, Linval Joseph, 91.0 in 2015, paired with Pat Williams' 90.0 in 2006. Nose tackle eaters who stuffed the run game cold. Linebackers, Eric Kendricks, 90.1 in 2019, and Anthony Barr, 90.0 in 2015, tackling machines with coverage skills that lock down the middle. Cornerbacks. Antoine Winfield tops it at 91.9 in 2008, with Terrence Newman at 83.0 in 2016. Get this, at age 38. Safeties, Harrison Smith, 91.8 in 2017, and Anthony Harris, 91.1 in 2019. Flex spot to Darren Sharper, 82.6 in 2006. PFF calls our secondary the defensive strength, and man, Winfield, Newman, and Smith together, nightmare for offenses. Whoa, purple people, does this list get you hyped for our D this year? Tell me in the comments which Viking legend you'd want back on the field today. Tying it back to Jackson, seeing Hutchinson's beast mode at left guard in 2007? That's the bar he's aiming for, Hall of Fame level protection. Our O-line history is gold. And with PFF highlighting our historic players like Favre helped by that low turnover rate, it reminds us how a solid line elevates everyone. Jackson's discipline echoes that commitment. Fans, imagine Jackson channeling Hutchinson's power. Could he crack a future PFF list? Share your predictions below. I love hearing your takes. As we wrap this up, remember Jackson's soda sacrifice? It's that grit that'll make him a Viking staple. From camp kid to first rounder, his path is our inspiration. PFF squad shows our legacy, stacked with MVPs, All-Pros, and game changers. It's why being a Vikings fan is the best, through thick and thin. What a ride, right? If this got you pumped for Vikings news, hit that like button if you're all in for Jackson's debut. Skol Vikings. Before we sign off, let's keep the conversation going. What's your bold prediction for Jackson this season? Drop it in the comments, smash that subscribe for more Vikings updates, turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Vikings news, and share this with your fellow Purple fans. Let's build this community bigger and stronger. Together, we're unstoppable. Skol.